rode the E-train, fingers covered in ink stains. Writing was like an escape inside it, leave the beat flame. It was Rod, Kane, Coogee, and Chris. Few names like Cool James, Face, Cube, and Rick. That was musically sick, successful and unnatural. I throw they songs in a cyanide capsule. The truth is poison to any fraud. Demigod, rocking suits and shoes, going against any odds. How could you hate me? I survived the 80s, the D's, the trauma, embalming fluid and lace. Inhale fumes from a stove up. The show's booked up. I chose to take the world over. Look up. What defines my name? What defines my name? NAS. What defines my name? Man, what the Hey, yo, Prince, chill. I got the rhymes, you got the beats. All right. 30 years.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League finds us a dozen miles east of the National Mall at the home of the Commanders here in Landover, Maryland. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Las Vegas Raiders and the Washington Commanders. Thanks for having us in, Mike Tirico along with Greg Olson. Off we go from Landover. Brown now to return it. Good job in coverage. They're going to get him down short of the 20-yard line. They'll run here with the rookie. And he's going to be hit and dropped behind the line. Great push upfield defensively. What a way to start this one.
You spend all week on your opening script. What are the plays that allow you to find a rhythm and have some early success offensively? Well, in this case, that first play you drawn up sent you going back the wrong direction. How does that change this play caller's approach to the ground game going forward? Well, they certainly didn't allow the loss on first down, Mike, to scare him out of this run game here on second down. But now after taking a loss on first and second, it puts him in a tough spot here coming up on third down.
Not the sharpest of starts on offense here an early third and long. He'll get this one complete to Brown. And he's out of bounds up close to the 30-yard line. It is a gain of 16. They get the third down conversion by about a yard. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They try the right side this time. And he finds some daylight. Up past the 35-yard line. A pickup of 7.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
So, from the 37, here's 2nd and 2. Daniels now going to look to throw. Now they'll set up the screen to Eckler. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. The screen works for 10 yards and a first down.
And the Commanders first down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Go. Off the bootleg. Here's Daniels. That one is brought in by Terry McLaurin. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Nice chunk here in this good-looking drive. Pickup of 14 and a first down.
At the 39-yard line.
Check, Matt. Ready?
A handoff as they try to run it here. And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Raiders' 32-yard line.
Get it. Ready.
From the shotgun, it's Daniel. A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete.
think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
Terry McLaurin, the intended target on that one. And that's going to lead to a 4th down.
So prior to that 3rd down call, Mike, I thought they put themselves in a pretty good situation. At that down and distance, they had run and pass, both at their disposal, but nice job by the defense being up to the task. Forced the incomplete, brings up 4th down.
A 49-yard attempt.
His kick is good. And the Commanders are out to an early 3-0 lead. So the mistake there, the roughing call on the field goal, they'll take the 3 points off the board, keep possession of the ball, and have it 1st down.
Ready.
Now Daniels. They'll try to set up the screen here. Oh, yeah. Looking for the pylon, but the official right there is going to mark them out of bounds at the 1-yard line. This has been a solid opening drive. Knocking on the door. First and goal.
Ready.
They'll try to run this one in. And he's not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose yardage. They push him backwards.
This is a play, Mike, that makes me want to run down there, throw on a uniform, and try to help out. I mean, I think at this point, I could help clear enough room to get 1 yard. Heck, I might be able to get 1 yard myself. It's disappointing that they're unable to capitalize. They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
3rd and goal.
Go.
3rd and goal. It's under pressure, and down he goes. They've got him back at the 10.
And these are the type of splash plays that can have an impact, especially as the game goes on. This offensive line has to do a better job to make sure that they have this protection shored up and that this isn't a sign of things to come. You know, they did a lot of good things on this opening drive, Mike. I know they stalled out once they got down there into the red zone. They're going to need to work on finishing some of these drives as this game moves along. But that's a good 3 points to start this game.
This is going to be taken in at the 3. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Right away, they'll try a jet sweep. And this play going nowhere. He is taken down behind the line of scrimmage on their first play of the game.
It's a loss of 2.
Tried to get a little cute here, get the ball into the hands of one of their receivers in space on a jet motion, but really nice job there by the defense. When you can set good edges and you can have good force players on the perimeter of the defense, there's really nowhere for this jet sweep to go, because with them running horizontal before the snap, Mike, it's very hard for these receivers to cut and get vertical.
And it'll be taken down after a gain of 9 and 3rd down coming up.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
3rd down and 3. Now, Gino. He gets that complete to his tight end man. It's a pickup of 12. Good for a Raider 1st down.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
Here's carry number 1 for the former Bulldog, Zamir White. And he is planted backfield. defenders crashing through, blow up that play behind the line. So after the loss on first, here's 2nd and 14. Bowers, the man in motion. So just a lone field goal in the first quarter of play. It's the Commanders with the early lead. And EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this. Bowers, the man in motion. A 2nd down throw for Smith. He'll push this one downfield for Bowers. And that is incomplete. Trying to get it to his tight end, Brock Bowers. Now it's going to be 3rd down.
You know, Mike, there's the saying in the NFL, take what the defense gives you. But that's not always the case. Sometimes you have to force a ball downfield. Show the defense you are willing to take big shots. Even though they weren't able to connect, it's going to have an impact the rest of the game.
Gets that one complete to his tight end, Bowers. The defense blows a chance to get off the field as the offense converts 3rd and 14.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. 19 more on that one, and another 1st down.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch, and that's exactly how they're able to pick up this big game.
And strong running indeed. Inside the 10-yard line, a gain of 9 on the carry.
Mike, the old adage, you run to set up the pass. This modern offense nowadays, we're starting to see that flipped upside down on its head. Typically, the success of the passing game is what allows teams to have success like this in the run game.
Here we go.
They'll go with the sneak. And he'll fight forward. Doesn't get a hold up, but he got what he needed. It is 1st and goal coming up.
And with that run, it puts them on the doorstep of the end zone. This has been a really impressive series up into this point, Mike. I mean, so much that anything less than a touchdown kind of feels like a letdown.
This opening drive, it has been a work of art. Now, can they put the finishing touches on? It's 1st and goal. Here's Gino. That one broken up in the end zone. It's incomplete. Wow, the coverage excellent there. It'll bring up 2nd and goal.
That was a perfectly timed hit, and I think it actually saved 6 points, Mike. He got there just as the ball did, and I think it was the contact that separated him from the ball.
Here's another shot from the 6 at 2nd and goal.
Here we go, Salute! Here we go, Salute!
On the handoff, this is Genty. Looking for a seam, but will not find one. He'll take this down to the 4-yard line.
And after putting together what's been a long and methodical drive, they suddenly find themselves on the verge of potentially stalling out. So this defense, they can get a stop here. That would feel like a pretty big win on a drive that's largely been dominated by the offense.
Ready?
Off the play fake. It's Smith. No chance at all. He'll go down. Bobby Wagner, relentless in his pursuit. He forces the big loss and brings up 4th and goal. On now, Daniel Carlson to try the field goal. This from 30 yards out. Carlson's kick is good. And the Raiders will tie the game at 3 apiece.
And that's really well done here, Mike. I mean, everything's in rhythm. A good snap, a good hold, and a good kick ties this game.
Field goals for both sides on their opening possessions. 3-3 as this one's kicked away. We'll go ahead and just seed the touchback here. This ball over the back line. It'll come out to the 35. They'll begin here on the ground.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line. Give him 14 on that one. First down, Washington.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
They'll go play action here with Daniels. Throw downfield and hauled in by Samuel. First catch of the ballgame for Debo. That's a first down.
And it's his first catch of the game, and it ends up being a good one. All week long, we talked about how this dominant secondary wanted to take away their best targets, and he continues to make plays like that. Their top 10 ranking could take a hit by the end of this one.
Set to go now on first and 10.
Let's go now. Let's go.
Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. That's swung out to Eckler. And he won't get away. Good open field tackle there to get him down behind the line.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped, and that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league, and it results in a negative play.
Our score. 2 minutes to go in this first half. We'll be back just outside the nation's capital after this. Third and long.
Come on, come on.
Throwing again. Daniel. Oh, he's got a man. That's caught by Brown. That is well done there. Converting on 3rd and 15.
That's about as big time as you get. There's a saying, Mike, that you really judge your quarterback by his ability to operate, not only on 3rd down, but what they call 3rd and pass, meaning it's such a long down and distance, they have no choice but to air the ball out. And when you can convert 3rd downs at that distance, chances are you got a pretty big-time quarterback.
Here's a toss as they look to run. And that's good run support on the edge. Nice tackle out wide. It'll hold them to a gain of 2.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll turn and hand this one off. Maybe a couple there. It's 3rd down.
Taken down at the 14-yard line. It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 5.
From the shotgun on 3rd down. Daniel. He's got his tight end. That's Sinnott. And he's going to have the first down. They convert on third, and it sets up a 1st and goal.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
Check, Bobcat, check, Bobcat.
Here's a run. Good blocking, and he's in. Ja'Cory Merritt, touchdown, Commanders. And hold on to that football, young man. That's a keeper. His first NFL touchdown. Matt Gay on for the extra point. He's got it. And the Commanders take a 10-3 lead.
The score, Commanders 10, Raiders 3.
Halftime, coming close, and not much time left as this one is kicked away. On the return is Dylan Laube. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Ready.
And they'll elect not to run another play. Instead, just take a knee, take this on into the locker room. We have hit halftime. Going to take a quick break, come back, second half of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. Laube now to return it. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
In motion, that's the tight end, Mayer. On the ground, it's Mostert to start this drive. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up second down.
He was taken down by Quan Martin. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 33-yard line.
In motion, that's the tight end, Mayer. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
They'll come up to 3rd and 3. Throwing is Smith. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Ready.
Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10.
Go.
On play action, Daniels. He's got his man downfield. It's Debo. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 16, and very quickly, a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So, 1st and 10 here now at the 38.
Let's go now. Ready.
Now a give on the ground. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. A gain there of 11. Good for a Commanders' 1st down.
This is where you have to be careful, Mike. You find yourself winning in the second half. Human instinct says, all right, let's just sit on the ball and protect the lead and let the clock run out. You can't do that. Stay aggressive. Do what got you here. Continue to mix the run with the pass.
Oh, and the rookie puts it on the deck. It's a fumble. One of the Raiders has got it.
And with all this talk about ball security, I can tell you firsthand, Mike, a lot of it just becomes mental. It's like the more you think about it, the more you stress it in practice, it almost gets worse. It's one of those things that when it starts to spiral, it's just hard to pull yourself out.
Play action now. It's Gino. Moving to his left. And that ball led him too far, maybe too wide. Out of bounds, incomplete.
Pretty unforgettable performance so far in the first half, Mike, and they're going to try to figure this out here in the second half and try to gain some momentum. Figure out what's going to work, where are our matchups, and let's go try to put a drive together and get some points, because so far this has been a struggle, and they just cannot get anything going through the air.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Gino to throw. They'll try to set up the screen to Mostert. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Screen works to perfection. Give them 18 yards and move the chain. 1st down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not.
And he will get into the end zone. Trey Tucker, touchdown Vegas. His 1st touchdown of the new campaign.
We're seeing this so much all across the NFL, Mike, is the value placed on a receiver being able to turn into a runner after they're able to secure the catch. And sometimes it's easier said than done. But if you want to survive in this league as a wide receiver, you have to be able to make plays like this after the catch. And great job there by the quarterback being accurate. And great job by the receiver running after he makes the catch.
So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. Here comes a return from the 3. And that's well done by the kicking team. He's only able to make it past the 15-yard line. Drive will start on the ground. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2.
Taken down at the 19-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
They face 2nd down and 7.
Check. Hurt. 18 Cardinal. Let's go.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
They're on the
When you look throughout this game, Mike, I don't think there's even a debate. This defensive line has clearly won the battle at the line of scrimmage over this offensive line. And for an offense that wants the run game to be such a critical element to its plan, they've got to do a better job because there's nowhere to run. There's no holes for the back to find. And all these zero or negative runs are putting them in some really bad spots.
In trouble, and down he goes.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
And it's a good return here. He's going to set his guys up with outstanding field position. It's a three tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. They'll motion the tight end, Thomas. A run up the middle with Mostert. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down.
He was brought down at the 26. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Smith to throw. They'll look to set up the screen here. And he will score! Raheem Mostert. Touchdown, Raiders. The Commanders will signal for the first of their timeouts, and they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
Carlson able to knock through the extra point, and the Raiders go up by 7. It is now 17-10. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Brown now to return it. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
At their own 27-yard line.
Ready up! Ready!
Now Daniels throwing on 1st and 10. That's to the right side, and it's Sinnott. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. 13 yards to start that drive. And a quick 1st down.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, it makes what's pretty difficult seem.
And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. And this defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
On 2nd down, it's Daniels. They'll try to hit him with a screen. And he'll be very close to a 1st down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
So often sacks, especially on 1st down, can be drive killers. But their ability here to take this from 2nd and long to 3rd and short, they've got a really good opportunity here, Mike. If they don't get it on 3rd, don't be surprised if they go for it on 4th.
It's going to be 3rd. They need 1. 3rd and a yard. It's Daniels. And that'll be incomplete on what turns out to be the final play of this third quarter. So we are through 3. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's fourth down.
Come on. Nice.
They'll indeed go. It's Daniels. That is incomplete. Oh, they elected to throw on 4th and short. It does not work out. They turn it over on downs.
So I'm not sure if this is miscommunication or just bad execution, but either way, this is a ball that just needs to be completed. I mean, it's fourth down, money moment. You've got to be good in these critical situations, and when there's opportunities for plays to be made, you got to make them.
They go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. Now Genty. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. From the 43, here's 2nd down and 5.
Here we go.
On play action, Smith. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. Smith now. That's a short one caught by Bowers. And he is out of bounds. Mark him at the 25. They gain 18 yards on that one. 1st down, Vegas.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the 4th quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Here's 2nd and 2.
Here we go.
Once again, it's Mostert. And that'll give him the 1st down. Tackle made after the pickup of 3.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the 1st down.
On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Gino. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Trey Tucker. Touchdown, Las Vegas. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the 4th quarter, get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the 4th quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in here.
The score, Raiders 24, Commanders 10.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This one crushed. It's over the back line of the end zone. Touchback, and the ball's coming out to the 35.
Let's go. Let's go.
And a good tackle out wide will hold him to a gain of just 3.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
Moving outside the pocket, they go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down.
That's good.
Give him 18 yards on that one, and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
So they come to the line for first down and 10.
Ready. Steady.
Throwing is Daniel. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Great timing to call the screen. It's a gain of 17 and a first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
And after allowing a chunk play on that previous down, nice job there settling in. They make a big play of their own, and they get him down for a sack.
Travel like a bond, I'm a traveling man. LAX out to Baltimore, they landed in France. Racing shows out in Germany, involved in Japan. See these reps take me everywhere, I go where I can. That's the most.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
Come on. Set. 70.
From the shotgun, it's Daniel. That'll be intercepted. Picked off by Darnay Holmes. And the Raiders are going to have it. They'll take over at their own 24-yard line.
So not a lot of yards on the return, Mike, but that's okay. The number one thing, end up with the ball in your hands. And in this case, mission accomplished, and his guys are headed off the field to celebrate.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. They'll start on the ground with Mostert. And he'll pick up 2 out to the 27.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
2nd down, they need 7. In motion is Myers. They go play action with Smith. The pressure, too much, and he goes down. The NFL's active leader in sacks Von Miller getting in there to bring him down. His first sack of the season. Two minutes remain in the fourth quarter. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's third down. They'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey, guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
Get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over.
At the 42-yard line.
This is 1st and 10.
Smash, smash! Deputy! Straight! Deputy Lions!
They'll run here. A gain of 4 as he's taken down.
Yeah, so I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass.
They'll come up now for 2nd down.
Here we go, here we go. Ready?
Off the play fake, here's Daniels. That's over the middle, but it's incomplete. He was trying to hook up with Deebo Samuel that time, and it'll be 3rd down.
And this is where the timing of these passing game, you see guys, they call it routes on air, Mike. During the course of the week, there's no defense, nobody playing on coverage, but it's the timing. It's be on time, get your depth, be where the quarterback expects you to be, because then when the game starts, things get sped up just a little bit more for the quarterback. And in this case, it's a perfect example. He's open, he tries to lead his guy, just puts a little too much in front.
Ready, set.
Here now, 3rd and 5.
Set it. Ready.
Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. And he's out of bounds with a flag down now in the backfield. Is that a hold or maybe it's a roughing call? Two timeouts still left, but scoring quickly here, a must. It's 1st and 10. And he's in. Zach Ertz. Touchdown, Washington.
Well, that was step one. The offense did their job, get this thing back within one possession, so they're still alive. But now they've got to find a way to get a little bit of luck and find a way to get the ball back, and it's not going to be easy.
The extra point 5K is good. And the Commanders back within 7. It's 24-17. So, after the touchdown, here's Gay to kick this one away. Lobby now to return it. And And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there.
At their own 25-yard line.
Mostert. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe he gets a yard out of that one. It's second down.
A gain of 2. Brings up second and 8.
Not even a little bit. Hold on. Place up. Know your work.
Red line. You're out of your set.
Man in motion here is Tucker. A run here with Mostert. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
He was taken
And
down.
after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on third down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on first and second down to gain positive yards. Stay on track because you don't want to be in third and pass too often in today's NFL.
The defense can stop it twice more as the kneel down comes. So this one, a win for the visiting Raiders. They were forced to travel cross-country. They get the early start, 10 a.m. on their body clocks. They're happy now. They come away with the victory.